I'm gonna bust it open. Oh, wait. Hello, I'm back and better or worse. Actually, the last time I made an EF gap year advice video was in quarantine, and now we're not in quarantine, so I guess I am better. I've decided to make a packing list video because, wait, can you hear me? Hello? Yeah, this is my microphone. Yeah, because people are actually watching these gap year videos, like advice. So I thought this would be helpful because I haven't, I looked on YouTube and I don't think anyone else has made a packing list for EF gap year. So I thought I would be the first and hopefully this will help somebody. So this one's gonna be like a general overview of everything you should pack, but then I'm gonna make other videos like splitting up into each module or each semester maybe. So yeah, hopefully this will be helpful, and I'm just gonna read my list. Hello, it's me. Okay, first I'll start off with tips for your actual suitcase. So I don't think this is making a difference, but I like holding it. So what I did was I brought one really big suitcase for my check-in suitcase, a backpack, an electronics bag, like a little mini bag that I put inside the backpack. And then I also had a toiletry bag that I put inside the backpack, and my computer went into the backpack. So I fit a lot of things into the backpack. I've said backpack so many times. The backpack was my carry-on bag, I guess. Because yeah, you can bring a carry-on bag and a check-in bag. Some people did bring 2 check-in bags and a carry-on bag, and I feel like that's just too much to carry around because when you first get to Europe, we always had to drag all our stuff around everywhere because we kept switching hostels. And then I remember there was this one time when we had to walk up this long flight of stairs, and it was just a struggle. But yeah, basically I would recommend bringing one carry-on, one big suitcase, and oh yeah, and I had a crossbody purse, so that that didn't count as my carry-on bag. That was just a purse. And one of the things that I did to make that work was I used packing cubes, I think they're called. Yeah, I think that's what they're called. So I had a lot of different packing cubes, and I put different clothes in each. I had one for pants, one for shirts. I'm gonna make a separate video on just clothing because that is so much. When you're packing, I rolled everything up. I'm gonna put in a video, but I rolled things up so they would be tighter and then they would fit in more clothing. Like I just said, I'm gonna make a separate video, but you should pack you're going on a 2-week vacation. So you should only pack 2 weeks worth of clothes, and then you can wash them over and over again. Also, you can re-wear them and nobody's gonna notice. And then also you should bring snacks, because especially in the first part of the trip when you go to Astridge at orientation, you can't leave. Yeah, so you can only eat what they give you, but if you want extra snacks that remind you of home, or snacks you can't get anywhere else, then bring them if you can fit them. I think someone brought a separate bag just full of snacks. But yeah, bring snacks. I remember I brought a lot of oatmeal packets because they were so small and I could just fit them into my suitcase. There's hot water everywhere you go, so that was easy if I ever just really needed something to eat. And also bring gum, and then bring a journal everything. Write down everything you can, every detail, because it's so nice to look back on when you're home. So for toiletries, I said earlier that I had a little toiletry bag. I put everything except for shampoo and conditioner into that bag because it was this big. So toiletry things are kind of really small, so you can fit them easily into a small bag. And then the only thing that was too big was large perfume bottles. So I had a perfume bottle that was regular size, but then I also had a mini one that I could carry on in my carry-on bag. If things are they have to be a certain amount of ounces or you can't bring them on the plane. So yeah, just make sure that everything is small enough. Again, I'll make a separate toiletry video. Okay, and then bring a first aid kit, or just first aid items. I think I put them in my toiletry bag too because they were all small enough. I got mini sized everything. I really never needed many first aid things, but bring Advil, hand sanitizer, tissues. Oh, that's so important to bring for your nose. But also, like when I was in Tanzania, they didn't always have toilet paper. Like we had to use a toilet in the ground, like just a hole one time. And so they don't have toilet paper with that, so I use tissues. If you have asthma like me, bring your inhaler, an EpiPen, bug spray, sunscreen, disinfectant wipes for the plane if you want to like wash your seat or just wash anything, Band-Aids. If you're going to a certain country that you need like medications for, like when I went to Tanzania, we needed malaria medications. And now moving on to electronics. So as I said before, I had a separate electronics bag. It's not like a bag, it's like a thick box. Obviously your phone charger, laptop if you want to bring one, laptop charger, headphones. Bring at least 2 pairs of headphones because they might break or you could lose some, and music just makes everything better, I think. So bring your headphones. If you want to bring a camera, like some people brought like vlogging cameras or GoPros. I brought a GoPro charger, SD cards. Oh, adapter, so important. Get an adapter because everywhere you go is like a different plug-in thing, so you need that. And don't lose it. I lost mine one time. I think I brought 2 actually. Yeah, because I lost one of mine, but then I found it a couple days later, which is, anyway. For the language module, bring school supplies, like not that many because you can buy school supplies like wherever you go, but bring a backpack. But like I guess it can be your travel backpack because I used my travel backpack as like my school backpack. And then you can bring a notebook, pencils, a folder. That's really all you need, or that's like all I needed. They give you everything else. And now like miscellaneous / extra things. Bring a laundry bag, passport obviously. Don't lose your passport. Bring a water bottle, you have to, or you're gonna get dehydrated. Like I was talking to my friend and she said that someone in her group passed out or something and had to go to the hospital to get like rehydrated or something because he didn't drink any water. Bring a towel for service learning, or just like to have an extra towel if you go to the beach, because you're gonna go to hotels or hostels or your host family and everywhere has a towel for like bathing. Bring cards to play games. I brought Uno cards and regular cards because we played a lot of card games. Like if you're bored on the plane, in the airport, in your room, anywhere, you can just play cards. Bring your card, credit card, debit card, cash, I don't know, however you're gonna get money. A flashlight. They did recommend to bring a flashlight, but I just never used, like I brought one, but I never really used it. I just used my phone flashlight and that was fine. And then a travel umbrella, and I think I did bring one actually, and I know some people did, and it is helpful to have an umbrella. So they told us to like print out an extra picture of our passport, like a copy of our passport. If you had any medications, then you had to print out some information about that. And I also printed out the entire itinerary so I could just have it if I ever needed it for something, which I actually ended up using it. I put all these things into a folder that I carried around in my carry-on bag, so that's really helpful. Hopefully that made sense. Like I made a folder of important documents. You should bring shower shoes because it was so gross. My last week in Tanzania, the shower, that like the place we were staying at, the shower was like a faucet. Like it was just one strip of water. It was freezing and there was crushed bugs on the floor and it was just disgusting. And then we were staying on like a beach, and so we kept bringing sand into the shower and it was just so gross that I wish I had shower shoes. I used my flip-flops. Bring a hat, elephant pants. Some places you have to wear like long sleeve shirts and pants even if it's really hot out, so elephant pants are good for that. Okay, let me see if I can think of anything just off the top of my head for like packing advice or tips. It's gonna seem hard to pack everything you think you need. Even if you like think you've packed the least amount, try and pack even less. Bring things you're actually gonna use. You probably will pack too much and then you'll learn. the first semester, I definitely overpacked, I'm pretty sure. Because the next semester, I was like, I need to leave more stuff at home and leave more room for things that I buy. Oh yeah, also, if you forget something, you can always buy it in a new country. I think that's it for this video. I will make a lot more videos on specific modules or semesters or like events, I don't know. If you have any other questions about packing tips or you want me to make a certain video, then comment down below and I will make all the videos you want. I love talking about the gap year and I hope this helped. If you're going on this gap year program, I am jealous because I really want to go on it again. So yeah, subscribe. Goodbye.